Thanks, Maggie and Brian. I'm Katie Weintraub.
And I'm Laima Bobelis. Welcome to the Now You Know's newest segment, Spotlight on the Arts. The segment that sheds some light on the arts happening here at BC and around Boston. Whether you're interested in film, television, theater, literature, or the visual arts, we're sure to have something that gets your creative juices flowing. So, this week, Boondock Saints 2 All Saints Day comes out. Comes out October 30th on Friday. It's big, a lot of hype. It's 10 years in the making. And also, last week on Monday, the 3 actors and the director came for a little Q&A, and they talked about the movie, answered some questions from the last movie, and there's some funny questions, little joking around, but it was a lot of fun, a lot of info. We got some posters, there was autographs at the end, they showed trailers, like movie clips. It was really awesome to check out. So if you're looking for a movie, there's only 67 theaters that are playing it, and the majority of them are in Boston, so lucky us. And hey, I've got a few clips, so we're going to cut out to see a few clips of the Q&A just to see what you missed.
I noticed that you added a woman character. I was just wondering why you felt you needed to add some estrogen.
Yes. Well, one of the things I did was I investigated for myself what I thought made the good sequels good. And I came up with 2 really simple things. You give them everything they love about the first movie, plus a brand new curveball plot that they could never have predicted and never seen coming. Easiest example of this is Terminator 2, where Arnold is suddenly the good Terminator protecting Sarah Connor. We loved it. We ate that up. We never saw it coming. It was a great twist, a new thing for us to find cool. It didn't just simply rest on the laurels of the first film. What we did was that type of thing. I wanted to do a completely unpredictable film here, and my curveballs are Julie Benn's a female lead. How many of you could have predicted there was going to be a female lead in Boondock 2? You know, I mean that was met with alarm by the fan base. Immediately they went into it's going to be a love interest and shit. This sucks. But it's not like that. Another curveball is Clifton Collins. Another curveball is Peter Fonda and how they wind into the story. Another curveball is going into, actually responding to the fan base on this one. We went into El Duce's history of how he became a killer. So there's period piece 1950s flashbacks in this film, which Boondock fan base is not used to seeing. So there's a whole bunch of new stuff in there for you guys to hopefully enjoy. We didn't just rehash the first film and slam it out to you to simply exploit you as a fan base.
Yeah, did you write this, when you wrote the original, did you have a sequel in mind? And if not, what kind of motivated you to make a sequel?
I had a sequel in mind. The ideas and stuff were kind of there. They had to be refined over the years. But yeah, like right when I wrote the end on the first one, I already had the juices flowing.
Yeah, go ahead.
How much after that last court scene is this next movie set?
8 years. Sort of the amount of time that's gone by since Boondock 1 actually came out and when we shot it. And basically the story is the brothers have been living sort of deep back in the glens and valleys of Ireland, kind of hiding out with their father on a family-owned sheep farm. And they look far different, scraggly and stuff. And the boys kind of sense that old feeling starts coming back. And something happens in Boston. The priest is killed, and the body is rigged to make it look like the Saints did it with the hands crossed and the pennies. And that's enough for them. They're bloated and rolling within minutes of hearing that.
If you're looking for an excuse to get off campus and go into the city, you should check out the happenings of the American Repertory Theater. The award-winning British theater company Punch Drunk is making its U.S. debut in Boston with its production Sleep No More. The basic philosophy of Punch Drunk is that the audience should be an active participant in the production versus a passive viewer of it. Therefore, Punch Drunk creates theatrical environments in which the audience members are free to choose what they watch and where they go. Sleep No More is an immersive production inspired by Shakespeare's Macbeth, told through the lens of an Alfred Hitchcock theater. So what does this mean exactly? Basically, Punch Drunk has entirely renovated the hallways and classrooms of the old Lincoln School in Brookline to mirror scenes from Macbeth in the spooky, haunting, cinematographic style of Alfred Hitchcock. There, you, the audience, have total freedom to roam the environment and choose which scenes and characters you want to view. Sleep No More is only one of the spectacles making up the American Repertory Theater showcase, Shakespeare Exploded. Dance to all your favorite 70s hits at the Donkey Show, a disco adaptation of A Midsummer Night's Dream that unfolds around you as a nightclub fantasy. Then, after winding through the murky hallways of Sleep No More, celebrate the holidays with Best of Both Worlds, not the popular Hannah Montana hit. This R&B gospel musical is a crazy adaptation of Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. The entire Shakespeare Exploded phenomenon runs through January. The Boston Globe raves that this totally mind-boggling piece of theater is mesmerizing and ingenious, so I would definitely recommend checking it out. To see more pictures, video clips, and pre-order tickets, check out www.americanrepertorytheater.org. I've had a lot of friends go to see it, and they're raving about it.
That sounds awesome.
I'm really
I've never heard of
excited
that
for
before.
it. Yeah, so
I'm definitely going to check that out.
we should
Sounds
definitely
sweet.
go.
Yeah.
And that wraps up our first segment of Spotlight on the Arts. We hope we got your creative juices flowing. And now, back to the desk.